Oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to TIO Stadium on Larrakia country for round 14 of the Women's Premier League competition. My name's Liz Cruz. Joining me in the commentary box tonight, Chris Bucks. G'day, Bucksy. How are you?
Good, Liz. Good.
Ready for a top-of-the-table clash here between St Mary's and PINT?
Yes, wet conditions. The ground's pretty soaked. Had 3 days pretty heavy rain. And, yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to Danielle Ponter and Rennie Hicks going head-to-head in the midfield.
Should be a massive clash tonight. A big out for PINT with Jazz Hewitt. Can't see her on the team sheet. So she obviously played in the rep game on Wednesday night and was best on ground. So she might just be having a rest. It's a big ask to come up again and play on a Saturday after a Wednesday rep game, Bucksy.
Yeah, it's only a 3-day break, but hopefully they've recovered, and I'm sure a few players would have been out for teams across the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. So last time these two teams played was in round 5, and PINT took the chocolates by 21 points over St Mary's. Steph Lawrence kicked 4. But as we said, Danielle Ponter didn't play in that game. Janet Baird's another one who didn't play for St Mary's. So really, really looking forward to this game. Congratulations before the game starts to Gemma Iacono of St Mary's, who's playing her 150th NTFL game. Had a great career at the Darwin Buffaloes and made the transition to St Mary's, where she's made a huge impact in the last few seasons. And she was another one who was good on Wednesday night in the rep game, Bucksy.
Yes, really good, and they're about to start.
They are. So there's, as Bucksy said, a few games on this ground, but very wet men's game before this. St Mary's took the win in the men's, but we're underway in the women's. So straight out of the ruck, tied up in the middle. These conditions, Bucksy will make that ball pretty heavy pretty quickly.
Yes, it'll be a contested ball. Just get it forward.
Yeah, we've seen some low-scoring games over the weekend. So tap down again, but wrapped up in the middle. Players getting mud all over them early. It does hold up well, this ground, usually, so just need a bit of sunshine. Third ruck tap in the space of 30 seconds, not going anywhere. So PINT's in the white jumpers tonight. St Mary's in the traditional green and gold. Another big in for St Mary's with Geordie Mifsud coming back into the team. Kick down now, PINT's pick it up. Lynch gets it off, but handball doesn't hit a target. Billy Byers over the top, wrapping up a PINT's player. Big pack around the ball early. And the umpire will ball it up on the 50-metre line. Tap down again in the ruck by Hillman. Still no clean possession. Gemma Iacono there. Little kick away now by Rennie Hicks. And now by 150 gamer Iacono. Unable to take the mark was Sargent for St Mary's. Goes backwards, but free kick has been paid. Guess who? Danielle Ponter. So Ponter now through the middle. Great kick off the boot. Looking for Joe Miller and found her. Miller on the left. Puts it high up and under to running teammate there in Ali Trigg. Trigg gets brought to ground. About the 40-metre mark out of St Mary's goal. But some good work by Danielle Ponter there in the middle.
Yeah, good structure too. They've kept their structure forward and back, which is really good for both teams.
Hillman in the ruck again for Saints. Taps it down. PINT's pick it up, but Geordie Mifsud's there. Wraps the player up and sliding to the ground. So still around that 40-metre mark from goal for St Mary's.
A lot of contested ball already. It's only early.
It is, but goals are pretty much worth everything in a game like this. Mifsud kicks it off the ground, goes about 5 or 10 metres. She goes back in. Tough nut Mifsud. She was Hawthorn's best and fairest, I think it was, this season in the VFLW. So another ball up. Hillman indicating she's going up for St Mary's against Morris of PINT. Players over the ball. No one picks it up. Players just slipping in the wet conditions, and been a free kick paid, I think, for a high tackle. It looks like Rennie Hicks from here coming up with it. Kicks down along the boundary, and a good mark there to Grundon. So PINT now just trying to get that ball outside of the defensive 50. Mifsud in front. Good position by her. Another big pack over the ball. Going to be contested footy all night tonight, I think, Bucksy.
Yeah, just really got to get it forward at all opportunities. But Saints just build a wall behind contest.
Yeah, up again. Hillman just smashing it down. She's had experience on a AFLW list. Got to be holding the ball or throw. Iacono sling tackle, you called it, Buxy. Thought the throw was there first. It's a great smother there and forced that ball across the line. St Mary's defensive work in their attack has been great.
Yeah, Gemma played with South Cairns Cutters over in Cairns last season.
Was that your club that you coached the men's?
Yep, women's.
I think she came runner-up in the best and
BNF
fairest
as well.
there
Had
too.
a real good season.
So tap down now. Oh, Saints player with her head over the ball, I think, was Mifsud again. Unable to take it was Chittick, but she's still in there for Pint. Tapping it backwards now was Krieger. Trying to kick it off the ground is dangerous. There, the Pint player in Hamilton. It's going to be forced across the line. Might be some sore bodies at the end of this game, Buxy.
Yes, I'll say there would be. Pretty crunchy football.
It is.
Physical.
So 4 minutes into the opening quarter, no score yet. About 70 out from St Mary's goal. They've had to change up their team with no Jazz Hewitt tonight, Pints, so they'll just have to adjust.
A big out, very class player.
Yeah, she did miss a few games in the first half of the season. She injured her fingers, so they have played without her before this season as Hillman sends it inside 50. Miller flying for it. Kicked off the ground now by Trigg towards St Mary's goal. Quick hands by Danielle Ponta back to Trigg, but she misses the kick. Some great pressure there by Pint. And now big pack of players over the ball. The ball spills out, picked up by Atkins. She kicks it wide to a sliding Amy Chittick, who takes a great mark.
Amy Chittick's pushed down the back line. She usually plays forward.
She does. She loves a goal. Kicks it out of defence. Front position was Miller for St Mary's. Ball forced to ground. Forshaw doing some work at the back and takes Ramos across the line.
There's only two players. Oh, not now. There's no players in Pints forward of this tennis square.
I thought Ramos from Pine, I thought she was amazing in the rep game on Wednesday night. She was in my top 2 or 3 players. 4-quarter effort. Another one that represented the NTFL. Throw in now. Iacono over it, gets slung without it. Little handball by Saints, but doesn't go anywhere. Now a kick out by Pint. Ball not bouncing too far in this weather, but a great pick up by Lynch. She gets the kick away. The only player back there is Geordie Mifsud from St Mary's, and she just does a little kick out in front of Mishi Friel in the centre circle. Friel kicks it off the ground, picked up by Byers. Byers gets the hands off, doesn't quite hit Sargent. Picks it up, but she gets tackled to the ground. Picks it up again. Little kick is intercepted, and Pints repelled that ball. Iacono first to it. Off her knees. Parnell head over the ball.
Saints got plenty of numbers behind the ball at the moment at 3-4. Saint players onto 3, Pints players set up really well.
Yeah, in the ruck now, Hillman smashes it down in the centre circle. Byers wrapping up the Pints player. And we'll go again. So 6.5 minutes into this first quarter. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Who will get the first goal? Back in the middle. Hillman winning the ruck battle so far for St Mary's. Miller picks it up. Great hands off to Hum. Hum's kick inside 50 at the back. Danielle Ponta just using her strength to work the player off the ball, and it's going to be a 50-metre penalty for infringement on the mark. She's just so clever, Buxy.
Yeah, just smart with a body movement there, and I think Ryan Smith as a coach of Saints will be looking to create one-on-ones down forward when you get that opportunity, but obviously class player, hard to stop.
Yeah, Danielle Ponta puts St Mary's on the board 7 minutes into the first quarter of this top-of-the-table clash, and what an important goal that was, Buxy.
Yeah, Saints have had it in their forward 50, probably 4-2, Pints 1, so obviously good to convert.
So we'll just watch the replay here. Oh, that's just the kick on goal. But yeah, Ponta, when she was under the ball, just used her body to work the player fairly off the ball and take that mark. As we know, plays for the Adelaide Crows in the AFLW, but she's a homegrown St Mary's product and has been given permission to come back and play this season. She's played 58 games for the Adelaide Crows and kicked 66 goals, so she knows what she's doing. Back in the middle now, and this time it's Ramos again from Pint that gets the handball out only as far as Tui Wanetti, but now Pints with the kick away. Picked up by the Pints player there in trail. but turned over now. It goes back to Winetti on the wing for St Mary's. Little kick. Iacono can't pick it up, so she kicks it off the ground. They've got the runners here. Joe Miller just picks it up and puts it on the left, inside 50. Underneath it there, Jeanette Grant, but bustling through. Lauren Motlop out of defence, sliding in the mud. Some great work by Lauren, allowing Pints to get the kick away, but it's intercepted by Pavic. So Paula Pavic will kick this from about 60 metres. Goes to the right. Big pack of players under the ball. Picked up by Saints. Geez, it's muddy out there. Kick away by Krieger, but running onto it now. Monet Hunter works it round her legs, picks it up, handballs back to Iacono. She gets tackled by 2 Pints players. There's been a penalty paid against her. She can't believe it. I think she might have got called a throw.
There's good pressure there from Pints tackling.
Huppets now. I think there's been a 50 metre. Couldn't see what it was for. But
discipline, 2 50s. Start the game, 10 minutes.
One for each team. And to see how heavy it is underfoot there as the players run down the wing. Huppets runs over the player on the mark, sends it to the 50 for Pint. It's been another free kick paid. It's going to go to Pint. As Geordie Mifsud gets up off the ground, the free kick's going to Anna Trail. They don't want to give away another 50 here, so Trail sends it inside, but beautiful defensive work there by Hunter. Though she's hobbling a little bit, hopefully just twinged the ankle. Been another free kick for over the shoulder there. Byers contesting the mark, but umpire deemed it illegal.
Unlucky there in the contest. I thought Byers done everything right.
Yeah, so free kick now to Pints. Trail again. Another kick inside 50. Saints just with the numbers under the ball. Mifsud there gets to it. Can't quite pick it up. It picked up by Ramos once again. Having a great game for Pint. Handball now, Nikita Long. Little kick out of defence. It's Pints with the runners first to the ball. Stripped of the ball was Hamilton, and St Mary's get a kick away. Picking it up now, Pavic once again. She gets a big tackle, but St Mary's still running that ball down the ground. There has been another free kick paid. It's going to St Mary's. So it just pulls the play up a little bit.
Not sure what that's...
It's going to Hillman the ruck, a little bit down further. Lauren Motlop's on the mark. As that kick goes out in front of Sargent again. She's got competition there with Ajani. Ajani just pushes it to the ground. But 3 St Mary's players there in support. Hands off now. Stark sends it goalwards. We just missed that on the camera, but a point for St Mary's.
St Mary's feel like they got a lot more numbers around the contest and working together.
As they kick out now, cut off by, I think that's Rennie Hicks again by the looks. We've got foggy windows here. I'm trying to pick it up on the screen. Great front position by Paula Pavic there in the contest. Worked her player off the ball and a great intercept. Mark Pavic now centres it. Couple of Pints players there though, some lovely defence, and they get the kick away through Johnson. Pavic in front again. Goes to ground though. There's going to be a lot of that tonight. Picks it up, nearly slides as she spins around to get the kick away. There's 4 Pints players there. They need to do something with this, and they do get that kick away to the safety of Steph Lawrence, who's pushed down the ground. There is no one behind in their front half of the ground for Pints, so she just launches it over the top, but at the back picked up by Carr of St Mary's. Little kick by Pint. Picked up now. The player again, Lynch. Gets the kick away. Nikita Long first to the ball. Tries to tap it. She's taken out of the play, and it should be a free kick. She holds her head. Hopefully she's okay. The Pint player just checking on her. I don't think there was much in it. Just couldn't change direction in the tackle.
Interesting. Saints and Pints are just rolling 2 or 3 behind the ball. So very kick-to-kick footy.
So just watching the replay here. Clark just might have collected her with the knee, I think.
Yes, accidentally. Hard to stop in these conditions.
It is. So Nikita Long's going to come off the ground and Mifsud take her kick. She's got 2 free players next to her, so she goes backwards to Janet Baird. Baird was sensational in the NTFL rep game Wednesday night as well. fresh off an AFLW list, and she just runs that ball out of defence. Beautiful kick, almost taken by Kiralee Parnell. She goes to ground. Working hard. Winetti, she's beaten to the ball by Pints and given away a free kick for a hold. So Pint coming up with the ball. They move it on quickly. Got the free player in Rennie Hicks again. She's worked hard and pushed down the ground. From Nathalia Buxey.
Yes, local Nathalia girl.
That ball goes through everyone, and Janet Baird picks it up and tells Emily Forshaw to go wide, but it's all Pints there, and they've chopped it off there. Great work by Ajani. She plays on quickly, but it's probably going to go straight back to Baird. Can't quite take the mark. Forshaw tackled, but great support. Emma Stark. Stark runs it down the wing. Takes a couple of safe bounces. Gets that kick across to Gemma Iacono. She's been called for holding.
She's having a bad day.
She is, and I'm not sure how they called that because the players were both running, but umpire call. So a free kick on the far wing to Pint. Inside 50 now, punched away by Mifsud. Carr there for St Mary's, smacks it out, and Mifsud, just her strength, gets that kick away. Beautiful intercept though there by Emily Johnson of Pint. And they repel the ball, but only as far as Emma Stark, who's moved down into more of a defensive role. Another one normally see in the forward line. There's only two players in the forward line at the moment up the other end.
Laura Motlop and a St Mary's.
Yeah, Caitlin Armstrong from Alice Springs. So kicked by Trigg now, cut off by Pint and kicked away by Benham. Punched away though, Geordie Mifsud first at the ball. She just kicks it off the ground, and Kiralee Parnell reads it best and gets her kick away to the far wing now. Pints with the runners in O'Malley. She should get there first, but Trigg is hot on her heels and forces the contest. So
Jordan Misford's been really good across that half back.
Yeah, great player. She's the daughter of Jason Mifsud that played for St Kilda, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
So ball up on the far wing. Launching herself over the top, Pavic. Little hands by Winetti. It's been a whistle. That was deemed a throw. So just a stoppage here at the 15, almost 16-minute mark of the first quarter. St Mary's 1-1-7 leading Pint yet to score.
Saying the ground's pretty wet, but it's not raining with a bit of luck.
Yeah.
Stays away.
We have had so much rain in this last week up here in Darwin. That's why we call it wet season. The kick by Pint. Good mark there though by Danielle Ponta. She's just going to stick to the wing. Boundary side. Can't take the mark, but getting up quickly is Stark. She spins around, gets the handball off to Iacono, who steps around the player and takes her kick. Almost a mark to Billy Byers, but Johnson doing some great work there on her hands and knees for Pint. And there's the siren, a short quarter with just that one goal scored. 16 and a half minutes, and it's St Mary's that take the lead at quarter time, Buxy.
Yes, and for Pints, I think Lucy Hamilton and Rennie Hicks has been good, and for St Mary's, Paula Ravic. Yep, and Jordan Misford been really good.
We'll go to the quarter time break and be back for the second quarter after these messages.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, We're for Territorians.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the second quarter of this round 14. Top of the table clash between St Mary's and PINT in the Women's Premier League competition at St Mary's. With the early score on the board going into quarter time, 1-1-7, PINT yet to score. Back underway, Hillman's been dominating in the ruck for St Mary's, with Jazz Hewitt not playing tonight for PINT. PINT with the quick hands out by Ramos again. Fantastic in the first quarter. Ball out in front of Ajani. Another one was busy in the opening quarter, and a kick away by Lynch. Lynch high up and under, punched away by Janet Baird of St Mary's. Little handball backwards, doesn't hit the target. PINT's still moving it forward though, and that kick from Lynch hitting up her teammate on the wing there. I think just trying to pick up that number, who it was. So picked up now by Pint. I think it's Krieger. Good tackle by Parnell. Kick smothered. There's been a free kick against Krieger. That is going to Kirralie Parnell. And he's going to get a 50-metre penalty. So 3 50-metre penalties in this game early, Buxy.
Yes, 350s could be costly. Just really happy with Pints. They've changed their setup around the contest, having one feeding back. Really interesting.
So Kirralie Parnell plays on, gets that kick away. Hits Billy Byers, but punched away by Hamilton of Pint. Some good defence. Hillman, little handball, but only as far as Ramos. Ramos is tackled as she kicks. Byers running through again, loses her feet. Free kick. No, play on. So it comes out now to Ramos. She's been super busy for Pints. That slippery ball, hard to pick up. And it's Emily Forshaw, the captain of St Mary's, who kicks it away in front of the Pints player. Benham picks it up and goes down the boundary line. Lynch there working hard, gets that kick away, centres it, and a mark to Pints. So
another 50.
Wow, 50 metres to Casey Morris. So wasn't much in it, but 4 50-metre penalties in the first quarter and 2 minutes.
Just Pints really working well, using the ball and protecting the ball carrier, putting bumps and shepherds
Costly
around the play.
Yeah, costly for St Mary's because Morris has moved up to in front of goal. Puts it through, and Pines have kicked their first goal, 2-minute mark of the second quarter through Casey Morris.
Yes, discipline will be a big thing, and I see Ryan Smith's coaching against his former coach Ricky Nolan, which is interesting to see how they're set up, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we were just talking about it in the break as we watched this replay. Centering kick there, and a mark, and the free kick paid for a late bump. Unlucky. So, but nevertheless, it's a goal to Pint. So scores 1-1-7. St Mary's leading Pint 1 straight goal. So, as you said, Ryan Smith, the coach of St Mary's, Ricky Nolan, the coach of Pint, both have had enjoyed premiership success together at St Mary's, and they're very similar coaches, very club-orientated, people-orientated coaches. So back underway here, Pack over the ball in the middle. So players getting up. Hillman tapping it down the ruck. Danielle Ponta doing some hard work in there, just not letting Pints clear that ball out, and it was Huppert's getting up.
Ponta's put herself into the middle, I see.
She'll be raring for this game, I tell you. So she's in there again, trying to tap it out, doing the hard work, comes out the back. Billy Byers just tapping it out in front of herself. Picks it up now, sends it inside 50, deep inside 50. Pints with the runners, worked off the ball by Grant. She gets tackled, gets the handball away. Little kick now by Sargent, and that's gone through for a goal. So St Mary's with the answer 4 minutes into this second quarter.
It's young Grant there to keep the ball in her pose and to get the handball out to who kicked the goal?
Caitlin Sargent.
Just listening, Billy Byers. There's a few young under-18s NTFL rep team players.
There is.
That come through the ranks.
So beautiful work there by Sargent just to go goalwards, and as we said, it's going to be a low-scoring game, so every little bit counts. Yeah,
Billy Byers played in that. Danielle Ponta and I coached it a few years back, 2015, I think.
Yeah.
Chittick was a player as well.
Yeah, Billy started she's from Katherine and travels up every week, played for Palmerston for a few years before crossing to St Mary's a couple of seasons ago. She was St Mary's best and fairest last year, and the league best and fairest in the Big Rivers League for Eastside. Pavic now taking it out of the ruck. Saints trying to handball backwards, but being deemed a throw, so I think that's Ramos again. She's just an outstanding player. I'm super impressed by her this week in the NTFL rep game. Her kick mopped up at the back by Winetti, but players struggling to catch the wet, slippery ball. Kick off the ground by Friel. One-handed pick up by Winetti, just kicking it out of defence, but Pints are there first, picking it up. Hamilton sends it inboard. Underneath it, Steph Lawrence, but a good contest by Forshaw. Over the ball, Nikita Long now keeping her feet. Players just sliding in the wet conditions. Another good kick by Lynch. He set up the earlier goal for Pint, but pushed over the boundary line by a sliding Steph Lawrence and Janet Baird.
Just Pints really getting it forward. Saints have been doing the same, but Pints are really working hard to lock it in.
Yeah, it's a fascinating game of, matchups and strategy. Two very astute football coaches. Both be thinking hard about this game leading up to it. So, Pints in their goal square. There's going to be a free kick. Should be outside the goal square for over the shoulder. So, coming up with the ball. Yeah, Janet Baird's indicating that it needs to go out on the angle, which is correct. So, the player with the ball, Hilary Grubb.
Just hard in these conditions, little tiggy free kicks like that. You're going to accidentally give away slippery conditions.
Absolutely, when you can't control your feet in the conditions. Grubb runs in and misses. So a wet, heavy ball and a bit of pressure on the mark. So the score now, St Mary's 2-1-13, leading Pint 1-1-7. Kick in is intercepted by Pint on the far wing. Sending it back inboards. Oh, great mark by Kiralee Parnell.
Brother?
Sister of Kieran Parnell, as the rain falls again here at TIO Stadium. Yeah, Kiralee was an under-18 premiership player for St Mary's, and she's only 20 now, 19 or 20. But yeah, there's 6 Parnell kids, and Kieran and Kiralee both play for St Mary's. Mishi Friel doing the hard work underneath there. Kick off the ground by Joe Miller. Pavic in support, puts the handball out to Miller, but there's 5 Pints players around her, and they get it out now through Ramos once again. Great mark there by Lynch, I think it is. She plays on quickly. The umpire allows it. Puts it out in front of Steph Lawrence. This is dangerous. Forshaw picks it up. She's tackled. She's got 2 Pints players over it. Drags it in. Lawrence over the ball as well. Umpire lets it play on.
Throw.
She's called a throw. She's called it. She's changed her mind. Janet Baird appealing to the umpire, and it's Steph Lawrence that comes up with the free kick. So can Lawrence get another goal for Pint here?
Unlucky. Lawrence has pushed forward. She starts in the mid, I think.
Yeah, she's forward. I think she's a leading goal kicker, actually. She's missed. So Pint with the yips in front of goal here from, 20 metres out, Buxy.
Had their opportunities.
They have.
But that ball would be wet, I'd say, in the heavy.
Yeah, hard conditions to play in, but both teams are playing in it, so you've got to make the most of it. Nikita Long bringing it in for St Mary's. Brings it grandstand side. Punched away by Pint. Over the ball, Chittick. Using her strength, but she's stripped of it by Gemma Iacono. Pint now over the ball. Iacono running back in. 2 number 5s. Both go pretty hard at it. Kate Atkins for Pint, another one that played in the rep game.
Good matchup, Chittick and Gemma then.
Yeah, both would have played a lot of footy against each other over the years. Ball up now, brought to ground, Chittick there. Can't take it with her, but a kick away by Rennie Hicks. Free kick to Janet Baird. Been a super inclusion to the St Mary's side in the second half of the season. Her kick hits Nikita Long just on the 50, defensive 50 for St Mary's. Grandstand side, goes down the wing. Big pack of players punch down. Monet Hunter comes up with it, just puts the ball on the boot to Danielle Ponta. Good front position though to Lynch of Pint. Players over the ball, once again Ponta and Braithwaite of Pint. Now St Mary's moving the ball along through Tui Winetti. Johnson beats Armstrong to the ball, but Armstrong there with the tackle. Pushed up the ground. She normally sticks back closer to the goal square, and I think it was for in the back. She just landed on her in the end. Emily Johnson now brings it out of defence for Pint. Chittick trying to push forward in front of Nikita Long. St Mary's player brought to ground, but picked up by Hamilton. She gets the kick away. Pint's player trail, stripped of the ball. Kiralee Parnell there for Saints. Tackled by Ajani. Now it gets brought out. Little kick by Saints. Going to land in the safe hands of Braithwaite for Pint. Lauren Motlop just talking there, saying just slow it down, maintain possession. Braithwaite goes back through the middle. Iacono reads it best, can't complete the mark. Pints player in there, Ajani once again. Over the ball, Nikita Long takes it out. Little handball to Emma Stark, who's tackled as she kicks it. Good tackle now by Friel on the Pints player. Coming up with it, Mifsud. We haven't seen much of her in this second quarter. Janet Baird spills the ball but gets the kick away. Ramos pushing through there. Gets brought to ground by Baird, who appeals for the free kick, and it's paid. So some good work by Janet Baird.
Yeah, Janet's come into the game this quarter, been really good across half-back.
Former league medalist before she got drafted to the Gold Coast Suns.
Just a bit of back and forward footy, obviously numbers behind St Mary's backline, and same with Pints. They're playing the same game at the moment.
So 11 minutes into the second quarter, St Mary's 2-1-13, leading Pint 1-8. 5-point margin. Throw in on the wing, grandstand side. Carr picking it up for Saints, but going to ground. You can just see the water on the ground as the rain keeps falling. Iacono hands to Miller. Miller gets the kick away. Atkins there first for Pint. Goes in again. Saints player gets pushed to the ground. Free kick to Trigg. Trigg moves the ball along quickly, kicks it on the right. Tries to punch it away. Over the top was Hunter, but a good front position. Really impressed with Lynch tonight. She's done a few key things, setting up that first goal for Pint as well. Great kick back down the wing, but wasn't really to anyone. Got a lot of distance though. Janet Baird just pushed. Umpire doesn't see it, so Pint get the kick away through Clark. Kiralee Parnell first at the ball. Pressure by Pint. Emily Forshaw with the quick hands off to Geordie Mifsud, and it's been a whistle. It's going to go backwards, so no advantage to St Mary's. And they have to go 50 metres backwards. That's going to chew up some important time on the clock, Buxy.
I don't think the players know what's going on. Yep.
So Saints had the kick away down the wing, but it's now back inside the defensive 50 to Emily Forshaw, the captain of St Mary's.
Every player's paired off across the ground, one-on-one.
So it comes off hands, kicked by Emma Stark, punched away by Pints. It wasn't Emma Stark because that's her running across the line. Lynch in there again for Pints. She's been everywhere in this game tonight. So 13 minutes gone in this second quarter. There's been 2 goals kicked. Won't be a super long quarter. Ball up, Hillman taps it down to Ponner. Ponner with the hands over the top, but only as far as Pints. They kick it across the line. And there'll be another throw in.
It's dangerous. Ponner's just had a rest, 3 minutes on the bench. She's come on, so you'll be trying to keep an eye on her around the contest.
So 13 and a half minutes in the second quarter. Throw in. Hillman in the ruck for St Mary's. Good work there by Casey Morris. The opposing ruck, Ramos with the hands backwards. Can't take it. Pints there in Hamilton. Loose ball. Picked up by Mifsud. Been a free kick.
Unlucky push on the side there, I thought. Probably looked as bad as
so
what
Mifsud,
it was.
yep, returns that ball with a wry smile on her face to Anna Trail. Play on, says the umpire. Trail sends it in board near the 50. Picked up by Krieger, the former St Mary's player, now at Pints. Returns the ball to the umpire. 14 and a half minutes gone, so there won't be much time left. Maybe a couple of minutes. Up the Pints end. Morris going down in that ruck and hasn't got up yet. But now Ajani blazes away for Pint. Lawrence tries to mark it. This is where she's so dangerous. She picks it up. Kick goes through for a goal. Steph Lawrence has kicked the goal for Pint. And they've hit the lead by a point at the 14 and a half, almost 15-minute mark of the second quarter.
Not sure who it was, but it was great. Just played advantage, played on when she had space.
I think it was Ajani. So hopefully we get that replay. But yeah, Steph Lawrence with the goal. She's just so dangerous here. This is her bread and butter. And just that inside-out banana.
Knows where the goals are. Great crumbing after making a contest.
She does. So 15 minutes into this second quarter, and Pints have hit the lead for the first time all game. Just a class outfit who never lay down, Buxy.
Yes, they've both been the top sides for the last couple of years. You can tell why. Just competitive.
See Jared Eilert, the runner for St Mary's, out there in the purple. So tapped down now by O'Malley in the ruck for PINT. They've had to change it after Morris went down in that last contest. Picked up by Krieger, but she's wrapped up. Saints won't want PINT to score here. So Danielle Ponter's thrown herself in there. Hillman in the ruck. Little kick off the ground by Miller. Now at the back, hands by Trigg. Miller brought to ground. Great tackle by Carr. Player gets the hands away by Ramos. She gets it back. Ramos now is going to send it inside 50. Little kick. Just misses the target there in grub. And it gets forced across the line. Geez, Ramos is a good player, Buxy.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
She spent a bit of time on Geelong's AFL list and Southport Sharks, and she's an NBL1 basketballer. So, super athlete by the sounds of it.
Very good sporting credentials.
Throw in now close to the PINT's goals. Hillman taps it down over the top for Saints. Gets pushed out the back. Lawrence there again, gets a little kick away. Got to be careful not to give away a free kick here, the St Mary's team. Mifsud with the handball out, trying to charge through was Ponter. Forshaw gets the kick away. Chittick is there for PINTs. Oh, going in with the arms, but missing was O'Malley. But a free kick to Amy Chittick, probably a little bit out of her scoring range. She just needs to put it to the goal square. In front, Mifsud, Forshaw there. Can't take it. Diving over it. PINTs, they get a little over the top handball. Krieger in front. Nikita Long picks it up and gets it to Hillman, who kicks it out. Chittick's there. Goes to ground for PINT. Picked up by Miller. Gets the hands off to Trigg. Her kick is smothered across the line. Desperate football by PINT.
This PINT's really set up well then out of the 50 on the 50 line.
17.5 minutes into this second quarter, nearly half time. Another throw in. Hillman takes front position. Carr in there trying to smash it out for Saints, and she wraps up. Ramos brings that ball to ground. The whistle is gone. So fascinating second quarter, Buxy, as the siren goes. What a game we've got on our hands.
Yeah, it's been a real good contest, and I think the second half will be better, but it's just going to be the fitness with the tired legs.
Yeah, and some teamwork. So we'll go to the halftime break. PINT 2-2-14, leading St Mary's 2-1-13, just a 1-point ball game.
You know Territorians go a long way for one another. So it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling expenses. And that goes a long way when you're away. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Looking for a fun day out with your family or friends? Head on over to Palmerston Mini Golf. With our beautifully landscaped course suitable for all ages, you'll have a blast playing mini golf here at Palmerston. We offer the perfect setting for kids' birthday parties, complete with special packages to make their day unforgettable. And if you're looking to have some fun with your mates, we have you covered too. Play during the day or under lights. We're open until 10 p.m.
And we'll see you around Palmerston Mini Golf.
Find us at the Palmerston Golf and Country Club.
So we're here on a Friday night for our NAB AFL Auskick, where we run a girls only option and the kids are pumped, ready to rock and roll and have some fun with the footy.
We signed our daughter up for Auskick because her big brother did Auskick last year and she just loves it. I thought signing her up for a girls only group would be a great chance for her to kind of be with some friends in a comfortable environment.
The thing about a girls only team that I think Zoe really enjoys is that she gets to run around with like-minded girls. They get distracted, they do cartwheels, they hold hands, they sing. It just makes it a bit more of a fun experience.
I like Auskick because I get to play with my sister. We love Auskick!
number of parents have asked if their daughter has to be in your girls group, and they don't. There will be some girls that will naturally just gravitate to brothers or cousins and join the boys group and have just as much fun if it were to be single sex. So yeah, there's definitely options there every Friday night.
My girls just love interacting with the other girls here. They love kicking a footy, they love learning the skills, and they love the hot dog at the end. I love joining in with my girls. I actually can't help myself, and I love to see the skills, not only of my kids, but of the other kids in their girls-only group, really developing over the clinic.
Evie just loves playing the games, learning new things. She'll be doing it then for the rest of the weekend, doing her favourite kicks, telling us how many goals she kicked on Friday night.
The best thing about Auskick is that it's really fun. It's lots of fun for them.
Yeah!
Those pounce in numbers. Darms picks up, gets a quick hand pass forward, and now his kick comes inside forward 50. It's beautifully weighted to Moody, and Moody on the board again for Nightcliff, and Scrubby's one forward. It's a tap forward into the hands of Cantilla. Hand pass back looking for Orville again. He picks up now, swings the ball back towards goal, and at the top of the goal square, Stanley Tipalura coming out of the goal square directly in front. So Stanley Tipalura kick on the way, no problem at all, and a goal that Tiwi seriously needed as and he's got a player out in plenty of space here in Clark. Clark kicks inboard. Nyhouse gets it on the bounce, hand passes over his shoulder to Scott, back to Nyhouse. Nyhouse dribbles a kick forward, and Sing Lippo on the line does his best to get out of the way of it. He does get out of the way of it and allows it to bounce through. He wheels around onto his right boot, hooks over his shoulder, and Nyhouse coming out from the goal square picks up. He's got three players out wide. Darms takes the mark, hand passes across to Sing Lippo. So there's two players there that had no one within 30 metres of them as they raffled who was going to kick the goal, and Darms looking to the top of the goal square looking for Nyhouse, just slips off hands out the back to where they're first at ground level as the ball spills to the front of the pack, picked up a left foot kick towards goal. Is a goal, and I think you'll find that was Cameron Eilert who'd made his way all the way down the ground. But been out of grand final action for a couple of years now as Wild wins that hit out down. The hand pass over the top from Tardru. Comes back to Tardru now, or just ducks through a couple of Tiwi defenders, kicks on the outside of the boot and bangs it through for a very clever goal. The end of this one again at half forward, looking to move the ball on quickly, kicks high to the top of the goal square. Off hands, it's Nyhouse at the back of the pack, swings around on the right boot, and he's kicked another goal for Nightcliff, and Nyhouse now has kicked one goal in each of the four quarters. I can Sing Lupo somersaults forward and then gives the hand pass off, but it now falls into the hands of Orville, who had an air shot. Oh, that one's pinched by Michael Dunn, kicks on the outside of the boot, and I think he might have manufactured a goal here for Tiwi. That was a bit of a comedy of errors coming out there, but some short and finds Clark, and Clark has found Brown, who got some space.
Has he got it this time? He has. Get around him. He's done it. And as the teammates rush over, there it is. Finally, Stewie got there.
Makes a mark inboard. As in fact, it's Cooper Darms as the siren goes to end the game. So in the end, it was 3-2 in the final quarter, but Nightcliff had the game well in their control going into that final quarter. And
in the squad.
They'll get named the final team tomorrow. Dylan Lant now takes the handball from Sauder, runs in at goal. Goal umpire doesn't move, and St Mary's have kicked their first goal to their captain, Dylan Lant. To the top, he's tackled without it. It should be a free kick. The umpire doesn't call it. Jackson Clark with the handball, and guess who? Dylan Lant runs in and kicks another goal for St Mary's. For the kick, goes in for a second effort, gets it back to Hodges, who chucks it on the boot, tapping it out in front of him. Jackson Calder, he's going to run into goal and kick one for the Saints. A nice easy one for Jackson Calder. Ducks, weaves his way through traffic, puts it on the right. Calder's underneath it, comes off hands. Dylan Lance there again, puts it on the left. You wouldn't believe it, he's kicked his third goal in the first 17 minutes of the first quarter. Yes, he gives it off to Dylan Lant. He's got the running Seth Harris and Darcy Churgwin. He's come down from defence, but he unselfishly gives the hands off, and St Mary's have kicked another goal, and that time Charlton Offerman. Some great work there by Churgwin. It is Dylan Lant now with the kick. Mitch Taylor leading to the ball with Corowa. They're having a great contest. Corowa keeps his feet. I think he's kicked it. Yep, they're celebrating the Saints, and some great work there by Tex Cordefa. So throw in, Calder takes it out, kicks it high, kicks it, and he's kicked another one. Jackson Calder for St Mary's in front of Cordefa. Calder there as well. Super quick hands off to Offermans. He has a shot on goal, and he has kicked it. So Offermans with another goal for the Saints. Calder the fly over the top of Cordefa. Mitch Taylor just a little kick off the ground, picked up by Mitch Musgrove, and he's kicked a goal. So almost 16 minutes into the third quarter, Musgrove has kicked a goal. That's the first ruck that Johnson hasn't gone up for, Buxy. Picked up by Braden McLean off a couple of steps, and he's kicked a goal. So great answer there by Wanderers.
Would be very happy with their last two quarters.
Yeah, they've done well as the ball comes off hands to Brennan. Running in now, Offermans. A little kick. 16 seconds it took for that goal, Buxy. St Mary's opening their account in the last quarter. Dylan Lant chopping it off now. Brennan gives it back to Lant. Lant goes inboard, arches the back, puts it on the left, and look at that kick. 4 goals for Dylan Lant. Post takes a mark, picks it up, gets the handball out wide to Ted Castle. He doesn't take it with him. Now he does. Regains composure, and what a goal from the pocket by Ted Castle. The bridge with the big punch away. Braith Hodges with it now. He's going to have a kick. Big kick by Hodges and shepherded through by Jackson Calder. Beautiful goal by Braith Hodges. Matty Motlop, he's been good for Wanderers tonight.
Yeah, he's been the best as well, I think. He's been really good. And Dylan Lant, once again, another goal. Just hard running.
Ladder now, and as it stands, Nightcliff out in front on top. As the full-time siren goes, and St Mary's 21-13, 139 have defeated Wanderers 3-4-22 here at TIO Stadium.
Again, and this time, once again, Connor McDonald plays a bit like a midfielder. Got the handball out, grubbers the kick through the goal, and I said he was a goal kicker. Benjamin Brett has the goal. The first one, it took them 5 minutes, but they're on the board.
Centre every time it comes out.
Yep, Partington, who's been so good for PINT. Just a swingman, can play anywhere. Over the back, Mark dropped. Goes by hand, kick off the ground, and I reckon that might be Ethan Penrith. There, playing on quickly, down forward. Jonathan Ross, one out, got a couple to beat. The defence. Oh, bad handball. Swings around. What a goal. Was that a goal?
Yep.
I reckon it was. Matthew Dennis kicks pretty straight. Ball didn't quite make the distance. It looked like a high tackle there, or was it an act? Ball on the ground, in dispute. Picked up that time, kicked across his body with the left foot, and it's Lockie O'Brien who's been busy. Got the goal. Again, didn't lower the eyes. Brander, they say. Brander. Brander does get it. Kicks forward, running into an open goal. And that time, that will be Dylan Barry. He's got one. O'Brien will go on to swing onto the left boot. Switches. Grandstand side. Only as far as Beau Schwarz. Sells the dummy onto the non-preferred left. And Beau Schwarz, thank you very much. The non-preferred left. Beautifully done. The clearance goes the way of the pointers. Back to Penrith. Oh, wonderful tackle.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the second half of this round 14 top of the table clash in the Women's Premier League competition between PINT and St Mary's. Liz Cruz and Chris Bucks in the commentary box tonight. Bucksy, a really enjoyable game so far.
Yeah, anyone's game. It's a lot of contested footy, and it's whoever's going to get inside their forward 50 and can convert, but both sides really having a good hot crack at it.
So just 1 point margin. The goal kickers for St Mary's, Danielle Ponter and Caitlin Sargent, while for PINT, Steph Lawrence and Casey Morris. So we're back underway in the middle. Mifsud trying to kick it off the ground for St Mary's. Getting a little kick away was Trigg, but players thrown to the ground. Pavic now. PINT with the kick away. Out in front of Benham there for PINT, picked up, and a little kick now. Joe Miller first to the ball for St Mary's, but she's met by Grubb intercepting that handball. So PINT now pushing it towards their 50. Krieger can't pick it up. It is picked up by Remos. Tapped away now by Mishi Friel and Janet Baird with the kick away. Goes sideways though. Player first to the ball, Ellie Trigg for Saints, but some good pressure there by Ajani. She's been very busy this game.
Yeah, good contest. I just really like it how they're set up, the forwards and backs of both teams around the contest. Just all paired off, and the backs are working their opponent's boundary side.
So Pavic in the ruck. The ball doesn't quite go to the rucks. That kick by PINT marked by Miller. She looks sideways. Probably best to go straight back down the ground though. She'll put it on her left, steps around the PINT's player there in Benham. Good kick into the centre square. Sargent underneath it, tries to pick it up one-handed. Now she does, but she's wrapped up in a good tackle there by Rennie Hicks. So we have a ball up. Rennie Hicks, just a super player for PINTs for the last few seasons.
Had a stint in North Melbourne's VFL list.
Pavic winning that ruck tap, just smashing it away. Billy Byers works her opposition off the ball and handballs forward. Atkins, the first one there for PINTs, picks it up on the second grab, but she's wrapped up by Parnell, stripped of the ball. Play on, says the umpire, and she gets it back. Tackled again, this time by Byers, and she's brought to the ground. The umpire says ball it up. So some great tackle pressure tonight. So we just see Danielle Ponter walking in on screen. Imagine playing footy in Darwin and matching up on Danielle Ponter.
Yeah, he'd be nervous.
Two-time premiership player for the Adelaide Crows. Trigg there, appealing for being held without it. Billy Byers kicks it forward, inside 50 off the ground. It goes through hands of Atkins, swinging around now. St Mary's get the kick away. Armstrong is there, almost a chest mark, but she's got some great defensive work done on her by Lauren Motlop. Just talking to her brothers, Stephen and Shannon, at the halftime break, who coaches the men's Premier League for PINT, and Thomas Motlop as well. So she's got some good family support here tonight. So a ball up, 20 metres out from the St Mary's goal. Big pack of players around it. Up in the ruck, Ponter that time. Tries to get it goal side, but a kick away by PINT's. Pavic there. PINT's player goes to ground, gets a free kick. And that's Amy Chittick coming up with it. So Chitty with the little kick sideways, almost intercepted by Miller. She's about a centimetre off that one. But a good mark to PINT's. Kicks it down the wing, grandstand side. Baird in front, comes off hands. PINT's player just drops it to the ground, was O'Malley. Now an arm wrestle between Hamilton and Mifsud. Tough, two tough players.
There's only one player in the forward 50 for PINTs.
And Emily Forshaw for Saints down there in the back line. Pavic just takes that out of the ruck, gets the hands off to Hunter. Hunter sends it inside 50. First player to the ball was McDonald, but she couldn't take it. Grant now over the ball. Player dives on top of her. McDonald. It's been a whistle. Free kick to PINT. So, PINT now. Take that kick. Trying to bring it to ground was Benham for PINT. Picks it up, gets the kick away, goes through Hillman's hands, but a great little 1-2 kick from PINT, but it goes straight across the boundary line in front of the St Mary's interchange bench. Amelia Carr waiting to come on for St Mary's. Last touch rule, it'll be a kick to Saints, and the player with it, Kiralee Parnell on screen. Parnell on the right, long kick down the boundary side, comes off hands, ball's dropped to ground, over the top of it. Hunter just sees it across the line for another throw-in. So 5 minutes in this third quarter, no score yet.
Both sides have just been competitive around the ball, contested.
Yeah, good clean game, not the conditions, but the football. Chittick now takes it out of the ruck, wrapped up by Miller. Miller looking at the umpire. She's given away a free kick. Must have been for high. Wasn't much in it. So Amy Chittick now telling her teammates, go boundary side. She's going to go down the wing. Can't take the mark, Ramos, but she brings the ball to ground, wrestling with Tui Winetti. Seen a lot of that tonight. Pretty hard to control that slippery ball, Buxy.
Yeah, slippery. Got to try and keep it in as much as you can.
Ball up on the wing, smashed away by O'Malley of PINT. Players over the ball, little handball now by Hupperts. St Mary's now forcing that turnover and a free kick to Sarah Hum. Good tackle there on Benham. Goes into the middle, she's got Sargent there, ball beats her, and she's got Atkins going in hard against her, who taps it backwards to a teammate. Kick is smothered. Joe Miller now just wrapping up the PINT's player, but PINT's able to get a kick through the middle. Underneath it was Lynch, but the ball smashed away by Janet Baird. Second effort there by Baird to wrap up Benham. Hands back to Kiralee Parnell. She's wrapped up and stripped of the ball by Ajani. Picking it up now, Ramos. She is just a gun. Her kick lands in the hands of Lynch. She's
burned a player.
She had a teammate there all on her own in Hillary Grubb about 15 minutes out, but she went for goals, and that's costly for PINTs.
Be frustrated, but yeah, PINT's just moving the ball forwards, and both teams are trying to do the same thing. It's just which one's working.
Yeah, Ramos again, just her prowess around the ball. She's sensational. So 2-point margin now in favour of PINTs. Kick out of defence by St Mary's is punched away by Hupperts. Emma Stark in the back line for St Mary's tonight. Gets a kick down the wing, running at it. Sargent, she needs to touch it before it goes over the line. I'm not sure if she got there. Looks like a free kick to PINT. So I think that's Ajani again on the far wing in front of the old scoreboard. Who'll kick it in. Kick to the edge of the centre square, comes off hands. Emma Stark with the handball, but intercepted by PINT. They send it in board 50, and almost a mark there to Grubb once again, but punched away by Kiralee Parnell, the last line of defence. Iacono running to grab that ball before it goes out. Picks it up, gets a kick away down the wing. Can't take the mark. Kicked off the ground now by Hillman. Billy Byers tapping it back to Mishi Friel. Friel gets the handball away to no one. PINT's little kick high up and under. No one marks it, but I don't think it went 15 anyway. Now PINT's trying to spin out of trouble was Liv Krieger, and the whistle has gone. So almost the 8-minute mark in the third quarter. Right on the 50-metre line up the PINT's end. Ball up. Hillman taps it down. Picked up, little kick by Ramos. Winetti there first for Saints, but goes without the ball. High tackle, Gemma Iacono. Yep. Plays on quickly. Once again, a couple of times Saints have been caught short on that tonight, and gets a hand to it there, Emily Forshaw. So across the line, no score. Danger here though for St Mary's, Buxy.
Yeah, their defence has been really good. They're holding up, but I don't know how long they can keep holding up.
So ball in, top of the centre square. Lands in the middle of the pack. Picked up by PINT. Good tackle by Carr and Winetti. And that was Benham going to ground with the ball.
And you're always nervous of a free kick in these slippery conditions.
Yeah, so Hillman again tapping it down for Saints. Pints player gets stripped of the ball. Now it comes out the back. Kiralee Parnell, just the little 1-2, gets the kick on the boot. First to the ball. Emma Stark strips Rennie Hicks of the ball. Hicks goes in again. Handballs backwards. Great pick up there by Clark. Gets the kick away. Steph Lawrence is there. She just drops the ball. Hillman picks it up and kicks it out, but it's going to go across the line, and it should be a free kick for the last touch rule.
This Potting's pressure then was great. Like, you can tell she's at another level.
No one on the mark, so it allows Remos just to run in for Pint, but her kick out of bounds on the full. She was looking for Amy Chittick. Just had a bit too much on it. So Janet Baird now telling Amy Chittick to get back on the mark.
They played a bit of rep footy together, them two.
Yeah, they would have sort of grown up together. I think Chitty's a little bit older. Janet Baird kicking it outside of the defensive 50. Little punch away. Gemma O'Kono picks it up. Gets the hands, but only as far as Hicks. Hicks's kick only goes about 5 metres. Over the ball, Remos. Sorry, that's Huppert once again. Big pack of players, forces the ball.
Credit to both teams. Their tackling is really good.
Oh, it's an amazing game.
Have to do a recovery tomorrow for sure.
Definitely. Be pretty heavy underfoot as well, I would imagine. So ball up just inside Pints 50. Hillman in the ruck. Ikono on the ground, and that ball goes over once again. So 10.5 minutes into this third quarter, and we've just had the 1 point scored, which was by Pints. St Mary's 2-1-13, trailing Pint 2-3-15. Throw in Hillman and O'Malley in the ruck for Pint. Billy Byers trying to bring it out of that pack. She dives on it and gets wrapped up by Benham.
Well, they pulled a free out.
So Benham gets up.
Unlucky.
With the free kick. Billy Byers wiping the mud out of her eyes. Kick goes about 20-25 metres. Chittick there almost takes it off hands. Carr with the great tackle pressure. Krieger gets wrapped up in the tackle. Parnell with a big clearing handball, but Remos is there. She fires the handball but doesn't hit the target. Picked up by Lynch. Another handball. Forshaw reads it best and now gets it off to Parnell, who just boots it out of defence. And a great mark by Danielle Ponta. Had to wrestle for that one. Takes the player on. Drives that ball through the middle of the centre square. Goes over the top of everyone. Caitlin Armstrong has pushed up the ground. Johnson hot on her heels. Emma Stark going in now. Pints player at the bottom of the pack there. So it's about 55 out from St Mary's goal. And a goal is exactly what they need. But Pints have come up with the free kick. Looks like for a push in the back. Players just diving on the player. So great kick there by Pints, hitting Anna Trail all on her own in the centre square. St Mary's need to man up. Baird running on the mark. Almost a mark there to Huppert. She's been really good in this third quarter. Pints with the kick away. Steph Lawrence picks it up. She's got Parnell there, but just blazes away and kicks a beautiful goal for Pints. The Green Ants now with their third goal on the board through Steph Lawrence. So that goal takes them to a 3-21, leading St Mary's 2-1-13.
Just her confidence, and if we watch the replay, just clean and then to back herself with her pace and steady up. She knows where the goals are, obviously.
She does. She's been up there in the goal kicking the last few seasons. I think Caitlin Armstrong just pipped her at the post last season, but she's winning it this season. I think Emma Stark is second on the goal kicking list. I haven't checked it today, but it's been a pretty low scoring round.
I feel Saints have been trying things, but they just can't get it. And then, yeah, obviously hurt on the rebound. Pints then. 1-on-1 footy, hard to stop.
Yeah, once Steph Lawrence picks it up and gets off, she's pretty hard to beat. Erin Hetherington, the runner there for Pint, normally their full back in the purple tonight. Pavic now out of the ruck for Saints, but that ball just wrapped up in the middle. They need someone to stand up here, St Mary's, and if it's going to be anyone, it's probably Danielle Ponta in the middle, you'd think, Buxy.
Yeah, well, is Misfit in the middle now?
Yeah, she's back in there.
One of them two, I reckon.
Yeah, Pavic now gets it down to Ponta. Ponta gets the kick away, smashed down by Trigg. Saints just trying to move that ball forward into their 50. Ponta now just working her way through with her strength. Gets the handball to Pavic. Pavic gets the kick away. Armstrong's at the back. Picks it up. Kicks a point for St Mary's. Well, that was the goal that they needed.
And I think that was misfed to Ponta, and yeah, they got it forward.
So St Mary's under pressure now as Johnson just runs it out of defence. No one on the mark. She's run a long way. Gets the kick away. Comes off hands. Mifsud there with the pressure to force that ball across the line. So 14 minutes into this third quarter, and it is Pint with a 7-point lead. Mifsud with the kick in for the last touch rule. Gets the kick inside 50. Good lead by Byers. Mark has been paid, so they just need to maintain possession here, St Mary's, and try and work that ball through for a goal. Byers kicks out in front of Armstrong, but that ball just skids across the line and out of bounds. So there'll be a throw in about 20 metres around from the point post.
As a coach, you'd rather that at the top of the square if you can, I reckon, to try and create a goal.
Yeah, there's been some close checking by the Pints defence. No easy marks in the forward line tonight. Throwing now, Byers going up in the ruck. Lands at her feet, picks it up, but she's wrapped up by Hicks. Hicks works her way all around the ground, doesn't she, Buxy?
Yeah, she's got a motor on her. She's definitely fit.
Byers again against O'Malley. Kick away by Saints. That one's gone through for a behind. So the margin now 6 points at the 15.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
Her dad, Coach Nathaya, Razor Hicks,
Yep.
and he's here today. He's up for the week.
Been a few parents up this week for the rep game of Southerners. So Johnson brings it in again. She runs her full measure, kicks it down the wing, and this time it is marked by Remos. Just inside the defensive 50. She wheels around and puts it on the right. Her kick punched away by Nikita Long. On the 3-quarter time siren. So that quarter only going for 15 minutes and 55 seconds, and it is Pints who'll go into the third quarter with a 1-goal lead. Buxy, your thoughts going into final break?
Yes, anyone's game. I like St Mary's. They're trying to create something when they do get the possession, and Pints just keep defending really well and getting it forward, creating one-on-one. So it'll be interesting what the coaches come out with next quarter.
Yeah, we'll go to the 3-quarter time break and be back for the final quarter after these messages.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the final quarter of this enthralling round 14 top of the table clash in the TIO NTFL Women's Premier League competition. It is St Mary's and Pints, and it's Pints with a 1-goal lead going into this final quarter as it's back in the middle and Rennie Hicks is on the bottom of it. She's been super all game for Pint tonight. Buxy, big final quarter coming up.
Yes, looking at the stars, I reckon Rennie, Misford and Ponta. To stand up, really.
Yeah, Mifsud's been fantastic in this game for Saints, and there she is taking that ball away, trying to get the hands off to Winetti, but that pressure from Pint has been relentless tonight.
Yeah, the fittest team, I feel, will get the runs to get the win.
Yeah, and Amy Chittick getting up off the bottom. A low-scoring game. Hillman in the ruck now, tapping it away. First person there's Rema. She is a superstar for Pines, but she gets wrapped up. Mifsud coming out of that one as well. Hillman indicating she's going to go up in the ruck against O'Malley from Pine. O'Malley picks it up. The two number 17s now running at the ball, Ajani and Ali Trigg for St Mary's. Trigg with the hands to Hillman. She can't pick it up. Trigg now kicks it off the ground. Players there, Monet Hunter for Saint. She puts the tackle on. Pints now on the receiving end of those tackles. Chittick picks it up but drops the ball. Tunneling the ball out the back was Grundon for Pint. Rennie Hicks in there again. She gets tackled. Umpire just letting it go. Mifsud now with the big tackle. Umpire runs in and blows the whistle.
Definitely letting it go. Umpire.
Chittick getting up, looking a bit sore after that one. Trying to match up with Geordie Mifsud. Hillman taps it down. There's been a whistle. It wasn't... No whistle. I thought I heard one. Pints with the kick. St Mary's made some changes. Paula Pavic is in full forward. Just trying to work out who else is down there. Danielle Ponner at the top of the 50, waiting for that ball to come out. Hillman's got the runner in Miller going past, but she misses the ball. And Mifsud just wrapping the Pint player up once again. So Saints not letting Pints get a kick away here, and it was Amy Chittick once again getting off the bottom. So 2.5 minutes into this final quarter. They haven't been long quarters tonight, only 16 minutes. O'Malley gets a kick sidewards. Miller gets there first. She gets pushed in the back and draws the free kick. So now St Mary's with an opportunity to send it inside 50. She's got Danielle Ponner at the top. Sargent there as well. Goes in the direction of Sargent, but that one's cut off. Beautiful mark there to Tui Winetti. Winetti says, get in there. I'm putting it up high. Ponta underneath it. No clean possession. The St Mary's player tackled with the ball. Billy Byers, it is getting up, heard the tackler there, Braithwaite. So just on the edge of the goal square for Saints, they need an early goal in this final quarter. Hillman taps it goal side, but another big tackle that time. McDonald wrapping up Sargent once again. Love to see the tackle count tonight. Hillman again just winning that ruck battle. Pavic there for Saints, just a massive pack around the ball. It goes out the back. Carr is there first, gets the hands to Hillman. She kicks it off the ground. Pavic there picks it up, second effort. She gets tackled off the ball. Mifsud in there now, wrapping up Pints, and she should get the free kick. She has. So here's the opportunity, and you called it, Buxy, that player Geordie Mifsud.
Yeah, she's gone into the ball, and even Chittick from Pints. So they've put their guns on the ball, but Ponta...
And a 50-metre penalty has been paid. Sorry to interrupt, Buxy.
I don't know, another 50.
So that's the fifth of the night, I think.
But Ponta looked dangerous around the contest in the forward 50 there, but Misford made a good tackle.
Well, that's exactly what St Mary's needed, and scores are now level 3-3 apiece here at TIO Stadium. 4 minutes into this final quarter. Jordan Mifsud just in every single contest before that goal was kicked, Buxy.
Yeah, she was really good, just to tackle pressure. Gemma there tackled, and Misford and got the free.
So she's
Rennie Hicks obviously going head-to-head.
Yeah, good friends with Xavier Clark, so came up to St Mary's, Xavier Clark's home club, but did play a few games for Waratahs last season. She's back-to-back VFLW club champion for Hawthorn, And, she's just really showing her class in tonight's game. She's 26 years old and averaged 19.3 disposals and 10.4 tackles in 14 games last season. Hillman now taps it down, miffs it in there again, just not letting the Pints players have any first use of the ball. But in saying that, Hicks has got up for the free kick. Puts it on the right, trying to clear it out of the goal square. Gemma Iacono first to the ball in her 150th NTFL game. Iacono wastes no time and goes straight through the middle. Gets the kick away looking for Sargent, but great front position, and that's a great mark to Pints. Player there is Chloe McDonald. McDonald goes out wide, hits up Ajani. Ajani with a bit of run now. Good punch away. Defence there by Ali Trigg. First to the ball though, Steph Lawrence. She's moved down the ground a bit. Great tackle there on Anna Trail. No free kick, but that should be for, well, I was going to say a high tackle on foreshore, but Steph Lawrence gets up with the ball. So now miffs it in there again. She's just covering a huge amount of ground to put that tackle on by Benham. But Pints in the hot seat now. They've got that ball inside their 50. And they want to make the most of it here. Scores a level. Which game, which team, which club is going to get that goal as Parnell kicks it out of defence? Looking for the safety of the boundary. The two number 17s going at it again. Ajani and Ali Trigg. Both been impressive for their teams tonight. So there'll be another ball up. 6.5 minutes into this final quarter. In front of the McMahon Services sign, the Wanderers shed side. Pints smash it away there through O'Malley. That rebounding kick comes out in front of Ajani. It's wrapped up by Trigg, I think it is, and across the line.
And the same as when it's out of bounds, the clock still runs in women's? Same as the men's?
Yeah, we have time on, so 15-minute quarters and time on. So throw in now. Just outside the 50 for Pint. Smashed away by O'Malley. No one able to cleanly pick it up. Joe Miller running in there to put the tackle on Hicks, but she gets her kick away. That one is going to go out of bounds on the full, so St Mary's will have the kick in.
Pints have one loose in defence. Waiting for someone coming off on the bench from St Mary's.
Got to go get your own ball here in Darwin. So Emily Forshaw jumps the fence and jumps back over. So 7 minutes, 45 seconds into this final quarter here at TIO Stadium in Darwin. Forshaw now with that kick in. Big pack of players there. There was a player dragged off the ball, so the umpire pays a free kick to Danielle Ponta. So Ponta now goes through the middle. Joe Miller underneath it up against Ramos. Miller in there trying to pick it up. Ramos just diving on it for Pint. Hicks comes out with it again. She's just a superstar in this final quarter, but only as far as Iacono. Iacono with the kick away. First to the ball, Pints in Braithwaite. She's dragged to the ground, allowing a teammate to pick it up and kick it back into the centre square. Miller under it again. Gets the handball away before she's tackled, and the umpire says it's a free kick for being held. So Joe Miller now with the free kick for St Mary's. 8.5 minutes into this final quarter. She's going to go sideways. Gemma Iacono all on her own. Saints with a bit of momentum here now, but kicks to a 2-on-1. Pints giving away that free kick though. So that will go backwards to St Mary's. Hum. So Hum now wants to send it inside 50, but goes straight to the Pints player. Comes off hands to Sargent. She just chucks it on the boot. She's got a player one-on-one in the goal square. There's been a free kick paid, and it's gone to St Mary's. So Paula Pavic there drawing the free kick, and she'll have a shot on goal. And no matter what she scores a point, there's been another 50-metre penalty paid for back chat there. I think it's a Laura Motlop, so this should be a certain goal for St Mary's. Paula Pavic puts that one through. So it's St Mary's now who hit the lead 4-3-27 to Pint 3-3-21. I think that's about the sixth 50-metre penalty tonight, Buxy.
Yes, undisciplined, but St Mary's are really impressed. Happy to kick the ball lateral across the centre of the ground there to create space.
Well done to Sargent. I'm just watching on the replay. She just booted that ball as far as she could goalwards. The free kick was paid for holding, and then a 50-metre penalty. So Paula Pavic, they're being congratulated on screen there by Billy Byers and her teammates. And the score now, St Mary's 4-3-28, leading Pint 3-3-21, 10 minutes into this final quarter. So about 5 minutes left of this game, Buxy.
Anyone's game.
It is. Kirralie Parnell now in the ruck against O'Malley. Iacono just getting around her teammate there, pushing the Pints players off the ball. Friel gets dragged, and now Danielle Ponta just turns out of it. Gets the kick away in front of Hunter. Hunter goes backwards, coming through Iacono. Gets an elbow to the head, kicks it off the ground. Hunter, and she got the free kick. The umpire saw it. So Iacono will get that free kick as the ball is returned to her. Just a stray elbow there. So St Mary's with possession, 11 minutes into the fourth quarter. Final quarter here at TIO Stadium. What a great game it's been between these top two teams. Iacono floats that one inside. O'Malley first to the ball. Bounces off her chest, though, and then kicked off the ground by Hupperts. Carr just working Grundon off the ball there. Gets the ball out in front of Hunter, but she can't pick it up. Tries to kick it off the ground, but misses. Ball goes backwards, and it's picked up by Grundon of Pints, and she's wrapped up. So time just ticking away here. 11 and a half minutes into the final quarter. Ball up inside St Mary's 50. Johnson over the ball, gets the handball out, picked up by Hicks. She gets tackled by Friel. Forshaw's pushed down from defence, gets worked off the ball by Steph Lawrence, who gets a kick up and under. Comes off hands. Winetti goes without it. Carr is there in support. Winetti still can't pick it up. It's a slippery, muddy ball tonight. Kick off the ground by Krieger, only goes about 5 metres. There's been a free kick called. Going to go to St Mary's. Looks like Hillman the ruck, who got dragged to the ground without it. She moves it along quickly, just kicks it off a step. Misses everyone. Atkins is there for Pints. Kicked off the ground by Lawrence, who's moved down to the back line. Over the ball first, St Mary's Hum. Big pack of players around it. Kicks it off the ground now. O'Malley now for Pint, kicks it off the ground. Danielle Ponta, the first one there, shrugs the tackle, gets tackled by two players, and Pints have won that battle there.
Don't see that very much often.
Took on three players, so came off second best. So coming up with it, Hupperts, but great teamwork by Pints. Hupperts moves the ball along about 30-40 metres. Hillman almost a mark. Another kick by Pints, heading towards the boundary line. First one there, though, was Clark, but didn't keep her feet. Lawrence in there supporting. Pints with another kick down the ground. That one is going to go almost across the line, but doesn't. Stays in. Janet Baird picks it up. Baird centres that ball. Atkins tries to tap it away. Emma Stark claiming the mark.
Good mark.
St Mary's just need to maintain possession here. There's only about 2 minutes to go. Stark bounces that ball on the ground, and a kick is smothered. Fantastic effort there by Krieger of Pint. Picking it up Forshaw, though. Just getting that kick away. Hits a teammate on the chest in Sargent. Couldn't take the mark.
Unlucky.
But, yeah, free kick's been paid. Going to go back to Jeanette Grant. So almost the 14-minute mark of the final quarter. Jeanette Grant, little kick. Goes straight to the Pint defender there, and Emily Johnson. She's had a great game tonight. It's going to be downfield for a push in the back after the kick. Try not to give it away
50,
here.
Lucky.
It's just downfield, not a 50. So 14-minute mark of the final quarter. They want to move it on quickly here, Pints, because there's not much time left. Lynch in the middle as the whole St Mary's team have flooded backwards. Huge kick. And a great lead there, but unable to take the mark. Amy Chittick, I think she's drawn the free kick. And she's telling her teammates to hurry up, and that's exactly right, Chitty, because there is not much time left. The ball takes three players to get back to her. 14 minutes, 43 seconds gone in this final quarter. Chitty sends it inboard, smashed down by Hillman. Picked up at the back by Pint, kick away by Braithwaite. But St Mary's now with Baird. Dangerous as she goes back inboard. Probably should have stuck to the wing. Joe Miller there first, can't pick it up. Got Hillman in support. St Mary's need to clear it out here. 1 goal the difference. Pint need a goal to draw the game. Some tired players getting up there, Buxy, off the bottom of the pack.
Physical game.
It has been. Umpire just clearing it out. O'Malley again in the ruck against Hillman. Trigg wrapping up Chittick once again. Chitty's really brought herself into this game in the second half.
Yeah, a good last quarter by Chittick.
Oh, she's been around a long time, Chitty. Been multiple premiership player for Waratah and Pint. O'Malley, that ruck tap. Hillman on her knees. Kicked off the ground by Hunter. Ponta can't pick it up. Does on the second go. Gets the handball out wide. Hunter goes to ground. Pints go backwards. There's been a free kick. I don't know who it's for or where it is.
Pints.
But looks like
50
Ramos.
metres,
another 50. And Joe Miller.
Not sure what happened then.
We don't know what for. Emily Johnson's brought herself down from full back. Gemma Iacono getting involved. And I think she's reversed the free kick.
No.
And the umpire shaking her head. We're not sure what's going on and which way she's indicating. So we just pick up the camera. Scores are level. 16 and a half minutes into the final quarter with a goal to Carly Remos. So a bit of chaotic football there. Scores are level. 4-3, 27 apiece.
Yes, discipline's a key now.
I think that's the 7th 50-metre penalty that has been given tonight, Buxy.
Yes, very important centre clearance.
So the replay there just missed the goal, but they got the celebration. So, wow, 17 minutes into this final quarter. So it was a 6-point margin to Pints going into the final break. St Mary's kicked a goal and 2 goals, sorry. Now Pints have kicked an equaliser. Won't be much time left. This
important centre clearance.
Very well be a draw, Buxy. Ball up in the middle. Doesn't really go anywhere. Still in the centre square. Ponta picks it up.
I thought she was through.
Didn't get the handball away. Miffs it in there. Players sliding on the ground. Iacono should be a... Well, yeah. Could have gone either way. I won't make a comment on that one as we see it ball up by the umpire. So... potentially the grand final preview this game, and scores are even. Hillman and O'Malley have had a great battle in the ruck. Kicked off the ground by Pint, goes through legs. Next score wins if there's enough time. Free kick to Pints. It's going to go backwards to Benham. So St Mary's just flooding back in defence here. Kiralee Parnell punches it away. Miller with the kick. Player wrapped up there. This is the longest quarter of the whole game, Buxy. 18 minutes so far.
Yes, and everyone's around the contest, and Pints will be just trying to make contest after contest.
Yeah, Hillman smashes it down. Forshaw there. Picked up by Mifsud, gets the handball out wide. Nikita Long taken without it. And now a kick away by Pint. Janet Baird first to the ball. Great support there by Carr. They need to move it away from goals and not go inboard as it's wrapped up. So Gemma Iacono in there. Lucy Hamilton been good in this last quarter for Pints as well. Ball up. Hillman and O'Malley. Iacono goes without it. Players over the ball. Steph Lawrence at the bottom for Pint. So important time just ticking away here. 19.
Doesn't be much time.
Can't be much time left to go and check on the timekeepers. They might just be watching this game. Ball wrapped up again. Iacono wrapping up the Pints player there. Those jumpers are getting pretty muddy. The white jumpers.
Glad I'm not washing them.
I'm on jumper washing duty tomorrow for under 14 boys. That'll be fun. Hillman wins that ruck contest. Iacono, Carr kick off the ground. Billy Byers taps it out in front of her. Gets the hands out to Parnell, but coming through the Pints player. Now Hicks in there again. She's everywhere in this final quarter. Ball wrapped up. And there's the siren. We've got a draw here. The top of the table clash has resulted in a draw. St Mary's 4-3-27, Pint 4-3-27. Well, what a game, Buxy.
Yes, really good game. I thought for St Mary's, Hunter, Ponter and Hillman were really good, and for Pints, Ramos, Hicks and Hamilton.
Yep.
Played really well that quarter.
Yeah, Carly Ramos, she was in my top 2 or 3 in the rep game on Wednesday night and just again showed her class here for Pints tonight. And yeah, Geordie Mifsud, for me, best on ground for St Mary's. So round 14, there's only a few weeks to go, Buxy, but a preview of what the grand final might be like.
Yes, it's going to be a great game, I reckon, if these two teams make it, but there's other teams that are going to try and stop that, obviously.
Yeah, there are. Nightcliff and Waratah hot on their heels, and yeah, it's been a great season so far. Thank you for watching. My name's Liz Cruz. Joining me tonight, Chris Bucks, and we'll see you all next week.